Get ready to challenge what you thought you knew. Don't miss an episode of the truth within the Bible. Your journey to enlightenment starts now.
Welcome back, my friends. Just to let you know, as soon as I finish this book of Revelation, I will continue in the Minor Prophets. I am already working on Hosea for the next video series to release. Revelation is how this all ends, so I wanted to get that one in the mix early, since we are living in the generation of the fig tree, the final generation. With that out of the way, let's get our quick recap of chapter 13, so we can jump right in to today's Revelation chapter 14 video. We saw the rise of the beast, the one world governmental system, empowered directly by Satan. It had 7 heads and 10 horns. One of the heads received a deadly wound but was healed, causing the whole world to marvel and show loyalty to the system. Then the second beast, the false prophet, rose up. He looked like a lamb but spoke like a dragon. He performed miracles, deceived the world, and enforced the mark of the beast so that no one could buy or sell without it. The mark in the forehead is believing the deception. The mark in the hand is actively participating in the system. Now we come to chapter 14, a bright contrast after the darkness of chapter 13. So let's jump in. Revelation chapter 14, verse 1.
And I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads.
Here we see the Lamb, Jesus Christ, standing on Mount Zion with 144,000 people. This is a special group. They remained faithful through the worst of the tribulation. They are called the first fruits unto God. Note, this is not the total number of people in heaven. Earlier in Revelation 7, we saw a great multitude that no one could number from every nation. The 144,000 are a specific protected group. Verse 2.
And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps.
Verse 3.
And they sung, as it were, a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts, and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth.
Verse 4.
These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the firstfruits unto God and to the Lamb.
Not defiled with women, for they are virgins. This is symbolic language. In the Bible, defilement with women, or spiritual adultery, refers to idolatry, worshiping false gods, or the beast system, as seen in Revelation 2-3, 17-18. These 144,000 have kept themselves spiritually pure and loyal to God alone. It does not mean you cannot marry, so don't fall for that one either. Verse 5.
And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God.
No guile, meaning no deceit or falsehood, in their mouth. They speak and live the pure truth. Verse 6.
And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation, and kindred, and tongue, and people.
Verse 7.
Saying with a loud voice, Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven, and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters.
The first angel is announcing that the hour of God's judgment is come. This fixes the time. It's pointing to the very end of the millennium, when the final judgment takes place. Don't get ahead of the game here. We still have the millennium to go through before that final judgment arrives. Verse 8.
And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Babylon is fallen. This is the announcement that the great false religious and political system, Mystery Babylon, has fallen. She seduced the nations with her deception. Verse 9.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand,
Verse 10.
the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb.
If anyone worships the beast and his image, and takes his mark, either in the forehead, believing the deception, or in the hand, actively helping the system, they will drink the full wrath of God. This wrath and torment with fire and brimstone happens after the millennium, at the great white throne judgment. Between the fall of Babylon and that final judgment, there is 1,000 years of teaching. God gives everyone a full chance to hear the truth. Verse 11.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
Verse 12.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
Verse 13.
And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them.
Psalm 37 gives us a beautiful acrostic, meaning each section begins with the next letter of the Hebrew alphabet, that directly answers the same question many ask today. Why do the wicked seem to prosper? The three-part message is, don't worry, they will never ultimately get away with it. 2. They will be consumed like fat on a spit. They will go up in smoke forever. And 3. You will be there to see it with your own eyes when God blots them out. That is perfect following this verse. That is why the saints can have patience. Those who die faithful will rest from their labors, and their works will follow them. Verse 14.
And I looked, and behold a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle.
What is a sickle for? For harvest. It is harvest time. That again fixes a time for you. Verse 15.
And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle, and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
Judgment time. Verse 16.
And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped.
Verse 17.
And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle.
Verse 18.
And another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe.
Now hold on here. You do not harvest grapes with a sickle. So what's he talking about? Let's get a witness so we know for sure. We can find that out at Deuteronomy 32:32-33.
For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall, their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of asps.
Their vine, the Canaanites, the wicked line from Satan, is completely different from our vine. It's corrupt and poisonous. That's why the angel uses a sickle here. It's judgment time. He is harvesting the bad grapes of the earth for the great winepress of God's wrath. Verse 19.
And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God.
Verse 20 to finish the chapter.
And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Did you catch that? By the space of 1,600 furlongs. Do you know how long that is? About 180 miles. For those with eyes to see, 18 is comprised of 3 sixes. How apropos. Now, this frightened so many people. Why? Why would it frighten you? God's not angry at you. He's angry at the vine of Satan and those that follow him. He even gives strict orders. Touch not those that have the seal of God in their foreheads. That's what he told Satan way back in Revelation 9:4. You can't touch him anyway. They know better. They know who he is. They do not find him tempting. They find him to be an abomination. That wraps up Over Video today of Chapter 14, a powerful picture of God's judgment on evil and his protection over his own. You can't afford to miss what comes next. Chapter 15 shifts the scene into heaven itself as the final events begin to unfold. This is happening in our generation, the generation of the fig tree. If you haven't already, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Until the next video covering Chapter 15, stay strong, my friends.